Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. For this Kevin channel, my name is Valeria.
Kevin.
Today we're gonna be doing a why we moved in together at 18 years old. So I have a little of, I just did my notes.
Because when we get some pan, the pan was bomb.
And some gelatina.
And some gelatinas nations. Why did we move in at 18?
Okay, so we're gonna go way back, almost 4 years ago. So we're gonna do a little like how we met in person, how we told our parents we were dating, and then we'll start with like how this whole moving in idea like began. Stay off your phone, we're doing a video.
I say
Okay. So how we met.
We met at a party.
No, we did not. Wrong person.
Oh, totally forgot. Where did we meet? We went on the Instagram Natron.
When I was 15, I was all about social media. I had like over 200 posts. I was that girl with the hashtags, with the quotes, with the editing, with the pictures, the selfies, everything. I was in school, I was a sophomore, and I told my friend to take a picture of me. I was wearing a blanket because it was a rainy day, so I took my blankets to school and stuff, and I posted the picture. Like I was going up the stairs, and I told her to take me a picture. It was a passing period. Well, we're always late to classes, so it was like already the passing period was over. So that's why she was able to take me that picture. And I actually still have that picture. I will insert it right here. And Lorenzo commented.
No, it was like a couple hours, huh?
Yeah, a couple hours after, and I saw a guy that someone commented something, and he said hard eyes at the stairs. And while I know about flirting, I know about all that stuff, so I was like, is he trying to flirt or is he serious, like that I'm ugly and like the stairs are cute, like he's being sarcastic? So I remember telling my friend like, hey, like look at this comment, and I was like, do you know him? And she's like, no, like there's no one around here. The high school that I went to, it's very small, like the smallest high school in LA, so everyone knows everyone, and he was not in my school. So I was like, okay, like who's this, you know? So then after that a comment, I think I commented back, right? Or I liked the comment, and I think I commented, yeah, and I tagged you.
Yeah, she like, you know it was meant for me.
Oh yeah, and I said, you know it was meant for me, or something like that. And what did you reply to it? No, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Oh no, I don't remember. I don't think so.
I don't remember. Yeah, I don't remember. But then that's it. Did you follow me or no?
Yes, we were following. You have chamoy right here.
Oh, don't tell me that the whole video had chamoy. Okay, whatever. Excuse my chamoy on my face. I guess we were following each other. I don't remember anymore.
And then she would put, remember those to be honest shout outs? Like she'd be like, to be honest, and I'll put no, but deep down she's like, oh my god.
But I was waiting. Like I would post on my stories, on my feed, everything, like, do you want it to be H, you know? And I was just waiting for him to like comment or like my picture or something. My first to be honest to you, I think it was like, to be honest you're cute or something like that. I swear. During that era, it was barely trending, the pool games.
The game pigeon.
It was those pool game things. And while back in the OG days, I was like so young that I could stay up till like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 in the morning. Like I could stay on my phone watching videos, watching Netflix. Like I was that type of person, you know? No one bugged me, no one, nothing. After that, to be honest, I think I messaged you and I told you like, do you want to play pool or something like that? Or what did I tell you?
You're like, you want to play 8-ball with me?
Yeah, are you down for some 8-ball? And he's like, ready to take this L, like stuff like that he would tell me. And I was like, give me your number. That was like my easiest way to get his number. Is it the same number you have now? Yeah.
And then and when I would lose, she'll post it and she'll at me and she'll.
Oh yeah, when I would win or when he would win or like that would lose stuff, like I would screenshot it and I would post it and I'll be like, like, you know, it was so cute. So I started texting him, huh? Like I would text like, hey, like what are you doing, this and that, and he would text me stuff. But let me tell you guys, se hacía de rogar, because he would not reply to me like in hours.
I was in school. It was a point where literally like
I would message him in the morning and he wouldn't reply till like midnight. Yes, he would ignore me for hours.
She'll send me those arrows.
And I would send him arrows like, did you see my message? Like I was like thirsty for him. But it's just something in my heart, like something in me that I was like, oh my god, I don't know, I just want to get to know this person. Like I've never felt like that before. And after that, well, we just started texting. What I would do, this is how petty I am, you guys. Well, I was petty, not. Like if he would wait 5 minutes to reply for me, I would take 10 minutes to reply because I was like, this nigga about to have me waiting over here and not texting me the whole day. Like I was mad. So then I wasn't used to that, you know, because, and I had a lot of like guys like message me and stuff, but I was like, no, like I need this guy to reply to me. Like I just want him to reply to me or play pool with me or something. He never fucking replied. So then I was like, whatever. Like I wouldn't even darle importancia no more. I was like, whatever, you know. Just started talking, and then I remember our first FaceTime.
Well, I don't know.
You were in the room, your mom's room, huh?
No, right here.
The other room?
This one. No, it was downstairs. Downstairs.
No, because you were in the bed.
Downstairs.
No, but you had like a brown bed.
Yeah, I used to have a brown bed. And it broke.
And it broke. Yeah, I remember our very first FaceTime call. Like, he literally, like, his mom's like makeup brushes were like downstairs.
No, mom's brushes were upstairs.
Oh, upstairs or somewhere, I don't know. But he got them and he would like play with them, and I was over there muerta de la risa. Like, it was the funniest shit out there. Like, would like play with it, you know, and everything. And I still have our very first FaceTime call. So I'm gonna insert that picture here.
You have it too?
Yeah. Before that, actually, we phone call, right? We phone call.
Never phone call.
And he knew nothing about like falling on the phone together. But for me, like the very first phone call we had, we stayed up till 4 in the morning.
4 in the fucking morning. I was like, I was in love.
Yeah, and
I like kiss me to the phone and never let me go.
After our phone calls, then
FaceTimes.
Then that was our FaceTime. I would tell him like sometimes like during the night, he was like, if you're tired, like just call me tomorrow or stuff like that. And I'm like, no, but I was really falling asleep. And I would just fall asleep on him because it felt really I don't know, for me, I've never in my life, ever in my life, like fallen asleep on the phone, like talking to a person or anything like that, like nothing. It was just with him that I was like, I'm sleepy, I'm tired, I want to go to sleep, but I don't want to click on this person, and I don't want to like not have this person here next to me. So then we like that night we fell asleep together, right, both on the phone. And when we woke up, it was like a huge like phone call, and I screenshot it. I don't have that one, but I know I screenshotted it. And then I said to him, I was like, damn, like we really fell asleep together, you know. And then after that, it was a daily thing. Like falling asleep together, it was a must. Like, are you ready to go to bed? Because I am. And if he wasn't ready, he would still have me on the side and he would just mute it, but I knew he was there, and vice versa. And it became that until like
a couple months ago.
until I moved in. So that was something that's like really, really special to me. Honestly, if you guys have like that someone, and like falling asleep with them on the phone is so like, it's different. I remember my mom telling me like, ay, ese te escucha like echar pedos, or who are you talking to, you know? And I would just say like, oh, a friend. I would hear him snore, I would hear him fart, I would hear him everything. Oh my god.
11:11 every night.
11:11 every single night, huh?
And, like,
and I would put the K, and you would put the V. Our emoji was exclamation hearts, the 2 red ones. And we were like that for literally 5 to 6 months, I want to say. We would act already like we were dating on social media. So basically, like if someone would take me a random picture, I would give him credit, like if it was him taking me the picture, remember? We couldn't see each other, you know, like there was no way we could see each other.
We were gonna hang out at the fair, but I didn't pass my permit. And I was pissed. I told him, just let me go, just let me go.
Where did you tell her you were gonna go?
To the fair.
Oh.
And I told my dad to take
But
me.
not with me, huh? You didn't tell her like a girl or anything.
Oh, I don't remember. I think I did, yeah, because I had already told her. This is my girlfriend, ma. Like, I need like panace.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
And then, hold on, and then I didn't pass my permit. And she was mad. She was like, no, just come.
I had invited him to, if you guys are from Maywood, there was like this Maywood fair, and I had taken 2 of my cousins, Lainey and Diana, and with all my high school friends. I invited him. I was like, come like meet up, you know, like I wasn't the type to like go out and like be with friends all the time, nothing like that. But that time I told my parents like, hey, I'm gonna go, you know, it was by the corner of my house, so that whole block, like it's a fair and stuff, and I was like, this is the perfect time that no one's gonna like, you know, really catch me. He's like, no, I couldn't go, this and that. I got hella ready just to like impress, but he lied on me, and I still have the picture of the day that I got ready, and it's right here. And then after that, what?
And then I got my permit and everything, and I was in summer school, and I had already got a job at the Swami, $50 an hour. Wow, I fucking hated that guy.
$50 an hour.
50 bucks an hour. $50 a day. Jack in the Box tacos every fucking day. Fuck no.
That's what you feel like.
Yeah, and then he'd be like, hey, yo te compro lonche, compa. Oh, fucking bomb ass lunch. Don't worry about it. Like, ¿quieres tacos? Oh yeah. Pero del Jack in the Box, motherfucker. and then I had gotten out of summer school class, and then that teacher hated me, and I left, and I told mom, hey mom, like some guy gave me work, like I'm gonna go work. Like where? And I was like, right here, close by, no, donde? Menifee, okay. I told him, okay, I left, but I went to where? To Fontana.
Oh, okay, so
to Fontana.
Mom has a sister here in Fontana, and I have 2 girl cousins that are from my tia, and I grew up with them. Like I would have sleepovers with them. My parents would come over, we'll go over, and we would have sleepovers and stuff. I grew up with them, so that I was normally every summer I would stay 1 or 2 weeks or 3 weeks, or I've even stayed like a month with them. So that time I was gonna stay for a week because we had came over to a party at my other mom's sister's house in Corona. So then I was like, Mom, can I just stay over, you know? And they're like, no, like you don't even have clothes, you know, this and that. Like I was like, come on, like it's just so, it was like summer week just started, you know, like please. And they're like, all right, they're like, yeah, you know, I have to present ropa. So then my parents, back in the day, I think my dad just gave me like $100 for the week, or like the time that I was gonna be there. He says, tanto algo, like ahí está, you know, and cualquier cosa, like your tia, you know. But so I didn't have clothes, you know, and it was summer, so the only thing I was wearing was
the chanclas.
Some sandals. I had a pair of jeans and a white little shirt. That's all I had. And a little romper, which I still have like a flower one, because it was Leslie's birthday. That's why we were there. Leslie's birthday, a Hawaiian theme party. I stayed there, and then I thought like right off the bat, I didn't know where Paris was at. Like I had no idea where that was at. I've never been more further than Fontana. Fontana's all I know, besides like Big Bear and all that stuff. But I didn't know what Paris really was. Moreno Valley, Jurupa, and I didn't know none of that. I didn't know Riverside, nothing. So I told him, I was like, hey, like I'm gonna be right. I told you like I'm gonna be with my cousins and stuff. Like, do you want to meet? I think I'm closer to you. Okay,
you know, that's how I make up a lie to my mom. Made up a lie. Said, okay, but my mom catches on to everything to me. So I left.
That's he sucks at lying.
I left.
That day he was like, alright, I'm gonna meet you. You know, I'm gonna just come out of summer school, right? I'm gonna come out of school and then I'll pick you up. So then I was like, alright then, you know. And I thought personally I had not known you were my age. I didn't know. I didn't even find out how old he was until we were already like dating. Like we were like a year and something. But I never asked like how old he was or nothing.
No, your aunt asked.
Oh aunt, yeah, my like, aunt.
¿Y tú cuántos años tienes? And I was like, 15.
So then I was like, oh, he's gonna pick me up, you know. And oh my god, my girl cousins still remember. I got ready. I had beautiful long hair. Well, I still do, you know, but I had straight long hair. I had straightened it because all I knew was to straighten my hair, right? All I knew. I was already ready and everything. I was like, okay, he's gonna pick me up, you know. And I was shitting. I was like, girls, like, do you guys don't have like shoes that fit me? Because I don't want him to see my toes. And let me tell you guys, my toes were so freaking cute. I had literally gotten pedicure, everything, like, you know, like my toes were cute.
Yeah.
I was like, oh my god, no, like I'm so shy. I don't want him to see my feet. Like this is the first time I'm gonna see him. He's gonna see my toes. Like no. And literally, well, I was like, oh, my stomach. I had a really, I get like, every time I have something planned or like something unexpectedly that I'm gonna meet someone or something like that, like my heart just like drops. Like I have like a super bad pain, like I need to share something but I don't, like I don't know, it's just weird. I get it. I've only felt that twice in my life, which is the day that I met him and the day that I moved in with him. And then after that, he picked me up, so my cousins were like, hurry there, he's waiting for you, you know?
And you're like, no, I don't want to go, I'm shy.
Yeah, and I was like, no, I'm shy, like let's just go, like let's just see each other like another day. Like I was like, I'm very, very shy. And he was like, I'm already here, you know, this and that. And I literally, like, I just came out, you know, and I told my aunt, I was like, tía, like, voy a salir con mi novio, you know, like, nomás voy a agarrar algo rapidito y regresar. She's like, alright, porque no la conoces, like, you know. So I was like, that's true, you know. So we didn't even know where we were going, nothing. So he just picked me up, and he had the video of when I was walking towards him to a truck. But he had limo tinted windows, so I couldn't see him, but he could see me. So, oh my god, my heart was racing. I was like this, going back and forth and everything. That video was so cute. We would have had it if you would never have heard of it. But I remember he was like my baby or something like that. He posted on Snapchat. And from there, like, as soon as I go to the driver's door, like, you got off. And then you went to the back door. Because I guess you were going to change shoes or what?
No, I had bought you roses, I think.
Oh, yeah, I think he had bought me flowers.
Yeah.
And he opened the door, and then I was like, hi, and like I hugged him.
Where's my kiss?
And he was like, where's my kiss? I was like, oh, so we dating. So literally, like, oh my god, I just kissed him, you know, it was like a little peck.
I like this.
No, it was just a peck. And I would touch him already, like, hey, like, yo siempre fui más like atrevida with him. I don't know why. And he was all a little boy, all scared. That day we went to Yogurtland. So Yogurtland will forever be our first. Went to Yogurtland. I'm pretty sure you didn't have money, huh? And why, but you know, but he offered, you know. And after that, my aunt wanted to meet him. And she was just asking him questions, you know, and stuff. And then I still have that picture. I'll insert it right here.
What, the one where I'm standing where your cousin took us your picture?
Yeah.
Yeah, your cousin took us a picture. Yeah. Hashtag off guard, hashtag cousin's boyfriend, hashtag.
No, she wasn't. That was like, hey, like I didn't want him to go, so I was like, do you want to go somewhere else real quick? Like, go back, you know? And we went to La Michoacana, right? Yeah, La Michoacana to guys.
Oh, yeah, and I had a little bit of money, but not money. And then I was like, no quieren algo? And your tía was like, dame de pompe, dame de esto. And I was like, oh, okay, you know, and I had to bring it. Like,
and I didn't know, like, maybe he doesn't have money. Maybe I didn't know. Like, I felt like maybe he's like my dad. Like, you know, he's paying for everything. I don't know. I don't know what I was thinking. So then he bought what he bought, you know. I didn't even know who, like, back in the day, I didn't know gas, how expensive it was, nothing. Like, my dad has always given me everything, so I never knew what real life was about. And that we met, and that he told me he was gonna work.
So and then before I got home, I had to go down the street right here, and I had an extra shirt, and I grabbed it and threw it in the door. I was kicking and everything.
Yeah,
and
like
I put it on. I was like, ¿cuánto te pagaron? I don't know, I'll pay next week. And I never got paid.
Yeah, that was her very first day, you guys. And I wouldn't change it for anything in the world. Like, I think about it now and I'm like, oh my god, we're super small. We're little kids. And we literally, like, through a social media app, like, that's how we met, you know. So then my cousin comes from New York to visit me, and golfing. Yeah, golfing. And I still have a couple pictures right here, you guys. This is our second date. You guys can see them here. Boom, 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 boom. And we saw each other, you know. We hanged out and everything. It was like already like, oh my god, I know him, you know. I met up with him and everything, and after that, we just started hanging out, huh?
Yeah, every weekend.
Yeah, we just started hanging out and stuff, and like meet up with him. I remember after one of my guy cousins was already dating a girl, and it was her sweet 16, right? Gerald's girl.
Oh, Gerald, yeah, went there.
And my cousin's girl, well, that was her 15, and that day I was like, hey, like, you wanna go get a Jack in the Box? So we went to Jack in the Box, and then we went to a yogurt place, and then really there outside, and I don't know what I was thinking, but shit went down, and we were both non-experienced. So that day I still have the picture, which I will post right here. I put aftermath or something like that. Remember my hair
aftermath? And when those foggy? Oh, way.
Yeah, so that was my time. It was my birthday.
Oh,
It was my 16th birthday. And I told them, hey, you know, my birthday is coming up. And, like, I want to know if you want to, like, we were dating already.
Meet my parents.
So I was like, you want to meet my parents? You know, like, I want us to be able to go out, you know, like, a gusto. And he was like, yeah.
When she was getting her nails done, I paid for your nails too, huh?
Yeah.
I paid for her nails. I just showed up and I said, boss, take my card.
Yeah.
And then your grandma was getting her nails done.
My grandma went with me to get my nails. And the plan was for my grandma kind of to help me out. Like, hey, Jaime, like, your daughter is dating, you know? So then he met up there and he met my grandma. My grandma loved him, like, right off the bat.
And I was like, le traje regalos los bajos. Y grandma was like, no, que está regalando regalos aquí. No.
Yeah. I had parked a couple houses down my house. That day, Ivan was there. My dad's dad was there. My uncle was there. And my mom,
I met your whole family at the same time, huh?
Yeah. And my dad...
And we're gonna go eat Benihana's.
Yeah. And then I walked out. Well, I walked in, you know, and I was like, my heart was racing.
And her dad cried because you're like, no.
And literally my grandma was like, Jaime, like... Oh, sorry. Oh, I can't say names. Yeah, no. Jaime, I have a little surprise for you. That's what her words were. And my dad was like, ¿qué? And then
your dad already knew.
My dad.
You're like, no, like, I'm not coming, I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
And her dad came out eventually and said, hola, mijo.
My grandma kind of told him, like, they quieren presentar a alguien. And right off the bat, my dad was like, no, yo no quiero nadie en la casa que salga. And Lorenzo was waiting outside. Everyone was there, so in the living room and stuff. So he was just outside waiting. And my dad was like, no, like, I don't want to meet anyone this night. And I was like, oh my God, I was so embarrassed. And Lorenzo was like, if you want, like, I'll go back home, you know, like, it's okay. And I was like, no, like, my dad has to understand too, you know. But it was the first person I ever presented to my family. So then after that, well, we're just gonna go eat. So I told my mom, I was like, Mom, like, even my mom was like, told my dad, like,
yeah, your mom came out and she was like, hi.
Yeah, my mom sí lo saludó. My mom sí lo saludó. And the first thing my mom even messaged me and I felt bad was because you were standing next to me. And well, back in the day, we were both ugly. We were like little kids, you know. And my mom was like, no, I don't want him for you. Like, she literally texted me that. And I was like, oh my God, delete. Like, why should she be so rude? And but she came out, she said hi, you know. And then I was like, well, you know what? Like, what am I gonna do? You know, I'm not just gonna kick him out. Like, he drove this much just to come see me and present you. So you guys didn't want to do things the right way, and you guys don't want to do it. Like, my padrino was gonna come from San Francisco and he was in the airport, so my dad was gonna go pick him up. So my dad he walked out, we saw him walk out, and then he pulled out his car, and right before he was gonna get out the driveway, he opens the door, he comes out, and he like goes to him and he gives him the hand, right? He gives him the hand, he's like, oh, hi, like, me llamo Jaime, you know, and you were like, oh, Kevin, you know. And then he was like, ¿vas a ir a comer con ellos? You know, and he was like, sí. And my dad was like, oh, okay. But my dad didn't go eat with us. It was just my grandma, my mom, me, and you, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And we went to go eat and stuff. And after that, my birthday's August 19th. And then I have an uncle's birthday who's August 20th. And then I have another cousin who's August 20th. So usually on our birthdays, for the past couple of years, sometimes we celebrate it like all together, and like we'll buy like 3 cakes and it's all of us, and we'll just do food and we hang out and stuff. So that day, like, is the very first day that he came over, and that's where you met Nino, Cuca, Nancy,
remember?
Bella, Beto, like my whole family, like my main family.
Edwin.
Edwin. And that family, like, that family raised me, so it was very important for me. After when he left, like, I remember he was so shy to give me my gifts and stuff.
What did I get you?
You got me a Michael Kors pouch.
Oh, yeah, huh? But I thought I was expecting it to be way bigger.
Yeah, he was like, no, like, I don't know. Then, you know, and like back in the days, like those gifts, I'm like, oh my God, because now.
Where are they now?
That one, I don't know.
I don't know.
I took it to Mexico, but I think it's my grandma's puro stuff. Cause I still left a lot of clothes over there. I left in my room just in case when we go. So, yeah, like, he was so shy. Like, no, like, I didn't get her nothing good this night. Like, now, he literally buys me like everything. It's crazy. After my parents met him, like, every single weekend, every Saturday, Even Friday and Saturday, he would go see me. Every single time we would have the opportunity.
Imagine how your mom seen me from little to like grown up.
Like every single day, every single day, every single day. I had to be ready by 12, by 1, because he wasn't. And everyone,
earlier.
No, but at 12.
I'll leave my fucking house by like 6. As soon as my mom will wake up, boom, I was out this bitch.
No, I know, but I'm saying like my time on Saturdays was like 12.
Oh yeah.
Like at 12, 1. I had to be ready by that time. And I was just waiting for I just left the house and I'm here. The I'm here. Oh, my heart would race. I was like, oh my God. And my parents already knew, like, mira esta, está lavando los trastes and everything. Because they're gonna come see, si no, no la dejo. And they would try me carrilla and shit. We were 15, neither of us worked. Like, he was not raised by, like, mommy and daddy, like, here's money, like, the way I was. But I never was a pedicha like that. But, like, literally, like, we struggled. Like, I'll never forget, like, our $20 food dates. Like, literally, it was just
I would always be like,
bucks.
what do you want? And then I'll be like, $10. And I'll be like, okay, let me try to aim for something smaller for myself.
Yeah, Lorenzo, he didn't have money for me like that, or, you know. And I didn't even know, like, plus gas, plus this. Like, there was times where I would be like, I would ask my parents for like $20 and stuff, and I would try to help them out, you know. Or there was times where we'd just stay in the car, like, we didn't have money, you know. But all I wanted was just to be with him, and him.
I'm so sorry.
Can you stop? and me be with him and him with me, you know. And it wasn't until after he started his business. He started his business at 15. He started detailing. Well, all he started with like what, $20 cars, $15 a car. And that's a whole other video that we're gonna do also, like, about his business and everything, just in case you guys want to start your own business, or I don't know, have any questions about it. I don't know, you know, that's guy stuff. Sometimes my parents would let him stay over, right? It was really rare when my parents would let him stay over.
No, that's because you would ask him, like, Mom, he's so tired, he's finally asleep. Can you just stay? Like,
sometimes, like, we would go to, like, Not Scary Farm or stuff like that. That shit doesn't end till, like, 12, 1 in the morning. Or, like, just even places in general. And, like, my mom was like, oh, like, like, he has to drive back, you know? So my dad trusted him and gave him the option to, like, okay, you can stay in the living room, you know? It wasn't even, also, once he stayed in my room.
Huh?
Once you stayed in my room, remember?
When?
When my dad stayed at Edwin's and you stayed in my room.
But not with you?
Not with me, you know.
Oh, yeah, remember?
Yeah, my mom was like, let him sleep over there and you come in here. Because my mom and my dad were like, you could not. We don't want to know that you guys are, no. So, then after that, it was like that, you know, and everything. And we were good and he was good. Like, I would come over to see his mom. Like, it was just amazing. We dated like that for 2 years. And after 2 years, we broke up. We broke up and got again. We did like our own thing, you know, and it's stuff that you learn from a lot, which is like, if we were to not have gone through none of that, we wouldn't be where we're at right now, right?
Yeah. See.
Because everything makes us grow, and even if we don't want to, life is life. So we broke up, and he was my worst enemy, and I hated him. I wanted nothing to do with him. So then he was working in Reno with his friend. I went to Mexico. I did my own shit. He did his own shit. And boom. One day I woke up and I was like, I did not come this far of healing my heart broken for his freaking notification to come up on my phone.
Yeah, my email. Supposedly.
Yeah, I did. I swear on my mom.
And supposedly my email. She was like,
on
hey,
Twitter.
can you take off my email off your Twitter?
And I had not known his number. Like, I didn't know his number. Like, I wouldn't even remember his number when we're dating this whole time. Like, 2 years that we're dating. Until, like, the whole, like, talk. We lasted 1 full year of, like, super toxicness. Where I memorized his number. And that morning, I was so hungover. And I woke up and I was like, 951. I was like, screenshot and here and do this and this. And I was mad. I was like, and I don't want nothing about you, you know? And he answered me in such a, like, how did you answer me? Do you remember?
No, I sent you a voice message.
No, you didn't. You texted me back.
Well, like, don't worry about it. I got it.
Yeah, you were like, you don't have to be that rude or something like that.
Well, you don't have to be that rude.
Yeah, and for me, I was like, because, I mean, the whole year, like, he was very, very rude to me. So, I was like,
you're like, oh, no, you didn't.
No, he didn't. And I was like, oh, well, I'm just telling you, you know? But then after that, I wanted to know, like, a little more about him. And we started talking. I fell again. Like the whole freaking year that I tried healing, I fell for him. And we would send voiceovers to each other and little
and like get your fucking little ass back in the US right now.
And I was like, I don't care about you, you know, like I'm doing good. Like I tried to make him know I was doing good. And deep down in my heart, I was like, I fucking missed you this whole time. Like, where were you? So then, while he was in Reno and I came back from Mexico and he knew I got back and everything, but I feel like the whole distance, I was still not healed. I was not healed. Maybe I used like alcohol and a trip and all that to kind of heal me up, but sometimes that's not the way you heal, you know. So I was still very, very toxic, and he was working on this. So I was like, you know what, me and you cannot be together. Like I made my decision and we cannot. Like I love going out by myself, I love doing all that. So I was like, I don't want to be with him no more. And we broke up. And we stopped talking. And then after that, he came back from Reno, and I was going to school, you know, and everything, but it was still like very, very toxic. Like we would meet up and it was just for, you know, that. And there, like I wouldn't even care, you know. It's kind of like, oh well, we just kind of just did our thing and bye, and you do whatever the fuck you want.
Bye, Felicia.
Yeah, it was like that. Honestly, that's how I felt it was. And then after that, well, we would party together, you know, and like I didn't know that side of him. Like I met like the not tatted, like the one who doesn't dance, the one who doesn't drink, like Lorenzo. And like the time that we broke up, I guess it really hurt him that he also like started drinking and doing this and doing that and getting tatted and getting dated and doing this and doing that. Stop smirking. So then for me, like for him to be drinking and stuff, I was like, okay, like this is the Lorenzo I want, like, you know, this is the Lorenzo I've been wanting. But I mean, it was very hard for me to still like forgive. And we broke up like 1,000,000 times. It wasn't until after that he made a fake account. Tell him about that.
I didn't make no fake account.
He made a fake account because I had blocked him on everything, and I had never replied to him. I would last days without replying to him because I was done with this nigga. I was done with him. I don't want nothing to know about him. It wasn't until he threw me a long ass paragraph and he was like, you know what? Like, this is how I'm feeling. And for a man to like describe himself in that way, like, oh my god. Like for him to say that he's like sorry for stuff and that he's gonna prove to me so much, like it made me like, okay, you know what, I'm not gonna throw away like the whole years that we're dating. Like this guy is meant for me. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna give this a shot, you know. And like throughout this whole time, my best friend, she was my everything, honestly, because that's the only person I could rely on. That message, like, it changed me forever. I was like, you know what, okay, like I'm ready to be back with him. I'm ready to forget about the past. I'm ready to like do my thing and just make sure it's just me and him. And he did. Like he completely changed, and maybe now I don't even thank him for a lot of stuff, but it's crazy how much a person can change just for like the love that they have towards you. And after that, everything has been great, right?
Yeah. Like
we began dating again. I was, you know, now I will sometimes get really, really mad and just throw it out there. But I mean, it's normal, you know, like, it's just little petty arguments. And then after that, I had a family issue and he was the only person there for me. And I told him, like, it got to a point with my parents, this is a metal, like, cheese right here, okay? This is the shit right here. It got to a point where I wasn't allowed to like be out before, like after 10, like I couldn't be out with him, you know. I couldn't be out with him, and I was already used to like that Mexico life, like no one tells me what to do, no one nothing. So I was kind of like, why are they telling me not to be out with him if they already know who he is, they know this about him. So I wasn't allowed to go out, I wasn't allowed to like be with him a lot, none of that. And he wanted more of me, right? Mm-hmm. So I was like, why are they acting like that, you know? Like I can't even date him, I can't even like really be with him, you know. And it's like, I just want to be with him, you know. My parents weren't talking to him or nothing. Like they were like, if you want to date him, all right, date him, but outside of the house. Like I don't want him in here, and that's it. I was like, that's fine, I don't care. Like I was so rebellious, and I was like, that's fine. Like, my family don't like him. I don't care if they don't like him. I'm okay with him. So I don't know. I was very lost.
But did your uncle? Did anyone ever say, "Damn, he came back and he's tatted now"?
No, they never really paid attention. I don't think so.
No. Or your mom?
My mom did for sure.
What'd she say?
Oh my god, when he was like, wow, she knows even a little kid, so.
Yeah, your mom knows you know.
15, like that's crazy. Now we're almost going to 20. We were dating and stuff, you know, and then it wasn't until I told him like, I can't do shit. Like, I literally can't do anything. And his parents, like, he has separate parents, so he literally can do whatever he wants. And well, he would, you know, like, that's how I would see it. And like, I wasn't even driving before. I didn't have my permit. I don't have my license yet, but I didn't have anything to drive. Like, my mom was so like strict about it, and he had like a whole ass truck to himself, like super young, like, you know. So I was like, what the fuck? Like, I want more than, like, you know. And not being able to see him or be with him for a long time anymore, or like just once a week, seeing each other once a week, it wasn't enough for me no more. I was like, no, like, I want more. I was like, I want more from this relationship. I want more from this. Like, where can this lead me, you know? And I did think about, like, I wanted to do things, I'm not gonna say the correct way, because there's no correct way to do things, period. There's only traditional ways to do things. Because the other day, yeah, because I got in an argument with my mom last time. Well, this week that just passed, because she was like, oh, maybe if you would have done things the correct way. But let me tell you that there's no correct way to live your life. There's only traditional ways and your way. That's it. And it took me a hard time to accept it. But I was really hard on myself, you know. And that morning I woke up and I was like, you know what? I was like, I'm ready to move in. I told you, right? And you told your mom tell me how you told your mom.
And I told mom, and mom was like, if you think you're ready, go for it. She's like, I'm here to support you guys and do it.
But she told you like the whole thing, like about like living, or like she's gonna rent us a room, or like, oh, how does that work?
She was like, just know you guys gotta pay right now. I was like, okay. And she said, the mom was like, she was like, how long has Valeria been telling her parents? Oh, I was like, girl, it's barely this week. We've just been telling her, she's like, well, if you're ready and you think you're ready, go for it. And then my mom's boyfriend was like, no lo hagas, no lo hagas.
He was telling us
that? He was like, don't do it. And then he was like, well, if you think you're ready, do it. He was like, can't tell you not to do it, you know? I was telling me, like, things are hard, things aren't easy. Like, she don't want this, you're gonna have to get it. And I'm like, alright, you know?
Like, in a relationship is so different.
And then, hold on. And then
living together.
And then I told him, I was like, you know what? I'm going, like, I'm about to go for it. She's like, okay, like, tell her parents that you want to talk to her, not just her. I left. And I had canceled my whole day. I still needed like 5 more cars, and I was working alone. But
I had felt deep in my heart, like, if I don't do it today, I'm not gonna do it. So I told him, I was like, you need to cancel your day. You need to come for me right now, because I am feeling like I want to right now. If not, like, I was not able to have the nerve to like do it. So I had already wrote like a huge paragraph. Like, every night before that week, I had already wrote like a huge paragraph. Like, this is something that I decided. This is something that I want for myself. I know I didn't do things the correct traditional way that you guys wanted me to do it. Oh my god. And like oh my god, I don't know why it's hurting me. Okay. So I just messaged him that, and like their response was crazy. Like, I started getting really attacked by them, and it was really bad. Like, at first it was like they were attacking me, and then after it was kind of like, no mommy, like, come home. Oh my god, why am I crying? Do things the right way, you know, like, you're too beautiful. Like, if he doesn't want to do things the right way, just, you know, because I had always dreamed about having like, oh my
gosh, why are you crying so much?
I don't know, I'll be raw because this is the way I'm feeling. I had always dreamed about having like a dream wedding, and, you know, being proposed to, and moving out, like having your own home. But I thought maybe that was like years to wait, you know, it takes time, you know. And I kind of told him like, like, I'm okay with doing things this way, you know. I'm okay with doing things this way, and within time we can still get married, we can still have our own home and do all that. So I was still in my mentality, you know. And I messaged him that day, and he was right around the corner of my house, and I had just told my parents, like, I'm gonna go buy crepes, you guys want something? They're like, yeah. So like, I never got home with like the crepes, you know. And and like, that was my last like goodbye to my parents. They thought like I was just gonna go out for the day with him, and it was a Sunday. And through the window, I still remember just putting my laptop through my window. My room window leads
to the outside.
Through the outside. So I remember putting my makeup bag and my computer. And way before that, during the day, like, I had already gotten my passport, my ID, my social. Because I thought, you know, they're maybe important. Like, I need those things. I got in the truck, and we were there for a while, huh? For, like, a good while.
Yeah.
And then he told me, like, okay, well, you know what? I gotta go back. You know, like, are you ready? And I was like, yeah. Like, I'm ready. Even though I wasn't ready, I was ready. And from there, we stopped by at the restaurant, right?
Yeah, on the way back, we stopped by
at his mom's restaurant. We stopped by. Oh, we're also gonna talk about the restaurant, so you guys can go. So, you know, like, we want to meet people who watch this. And we stopped by at the restaurant. As soon as I get, well, I was really sad, you guys. I was like, I'm the worst daughter. Like, I felt really bad. And as soon as we got down, they were playing like the wedding song.
Oh yeah.
You remember? And it even hurt me more because I was like, oh my god, like, this is a wedding song. I'm not supposed to be played this way. And we were there, you know, and his mom kind of like hugged me, and I broke down to her, and I told her how I was feeling, and she was just like, it's okay, like, you're gonna be okay, you know, like, maybe this is what you guys need for your relationship. We stayed there, we ate, huh? We ate, and my parents were still messaging me and spamming me with calls and this and that, and I didn't reply. And then from there, in the night, we already came here, huh?
Yeah, we already here.
We came here, and he had like, I only had clothes of what I had that day. I only left with what I was wearing, so I didn't have absolutely anything. And he's a guy, so he's not gonna like live like the way that I lived, you know. So he just had like a bed, and I was, you know, like, we're just there, like, it literally was the other way around.
There was nothing here. There was just my bed.
And that night, like, we had both knocked out, you know. We fell asleep together, and I slept like really scared. And then it wasn't until his mom came upstairs and woke us up. Oh, wait, before that, my dad had messaged you, right? When we got here.
He was like, hey, like, this isn't right, I don't know, and stuff.
And
I was like,
they kind of like had an argument, you know. And he was kind of like, are you sure, you know, like, you can still go back, you know, like, I'm still gonna love you, I'm still gonna be with you. And my parents too, they're like, if you come back, like, we promise you, like, we're gonna act like nothing happened, like, we're not gonna hit you, we're not gonna ground you, nothing. And I think they were just desperate for me to go back. And I was still stuck, like, my foot was still on the ground, like, this is what I wanted. And that day, his mom comes and she's like, hey, like, they're knocking the door, like, your mom's downstairs, like, come talk. And they're like, hurry up, like, go home,
and I was no, and before, like, I was sleeping, I was like, no, like, I was time, just come back tomorrow, you know. Cause I had work the next day. I had to be up at like 5, 6. And I was like, levántate, hijo de la chingada. And I was like, wow, you know, I went downstairs and I was still like asleep, like.
And my mom, like, your mother's pain hurts you like so much. Like, I can still remember her, like, her words and like her tears and everything. And they were just begging me to come home, my aunt as well, my uncle. And it wasn't until my dad came out, and I guess, like, he was getting a little bit aggressive with me. Not in the way that he wanted to hit me or anything like that, but the way that he just wanted to grab me and let's go home. And I was still with the no. It wasn't his mom till his mom grabbed my dad and, like, told him, like, come inside. You know, we have neighbors, like, we don't want to get called the cops on. And just talk. And they kind of just told me, like, if this is what you want, like, forget that you have parents. And I was like, okay, it's fine, you know. Like, I wasn't fine with not them talking to me, but I was not fine with them not understanding what I wanted for myself. And that day they just left, and I don't even know how they found the house, because they had not came over here in years.
Yeah, they got here.
And that day was a Sunday, so my parents had work the next day. You know, my dad works around here, like 20 minutes around here. So he literally had no sleep. It was already like 3 in the morning, and he comes out. He goes to work like around 5, so he had like no sleep. And I knew nothing about him. Nothing about him for like a week, right?
Yeah, and then your mom started calling you.
And then my mom started calling me and asking me how I was. And then I started working at the restaurant with his mom. It was so hard. My first job was so fucking hard. I was like, really? This is what I freaking signed up for? Like, it was so hard because back at home, like, my parents gave me everything. Like, I didn't have to work, you know? But now it's like, you gotta work, you know? And I was there, like, chopping up meat, making tortillas. Like, I was there fucking grinding, doing this shit, cutting my fucking fingers off. I will never forget the restaurant. Like, that was my first, like, shit. And I kind of, like, I was feeling, like, very, very sad. And I kind of told my mom, like, hey, like, I know you're mad at me, but I just want to hug you. Like, I know you're around here, because I had her find my friends. So I was like, I know you're around here. Can I just meet up with you just to hug you? And she's like, yeah, that's fine. But your dad. And I was like, what about my dad? And she's like, oh, well, your dad doesn't want to talk to you, you know? So I was like, that's fine. Like, I just want to hug my mom. And that was the very first hug that I had from her, like, again. And it was beautiful. Like, that's all I needed. And she kind of told me, like, why, you know? Like, why? Like, look at yourself. Like, it's a Saturday and you're dressed like that because you're working, you know, at a restaurant. And I didn't have my nails in. I didn't have makeup on. I didn't, nothing. And I didn't have my hair did, nothing. So she was kind of like, is this really what you want for yourself, you know? And I left that day. And then, would I see her? No, right?
Well, your mom no.
No, I did. We just kind of, I did my own thing. And I kind of grew a little bit. I got more comfortable being here. We bought, oh shit. We bought our bed. We bought, we painted the room, remember?
Yeah.
Painting the room.
I painted the whole room.
We had to, like, sleep, like, literally on the, like, floor sometimes because, like, the paint was wet. We had fans up in here. Like, it was crazy. But his mom, thankfully, like, I'm so thankful for her. She literally told us, you know, this is your little private spot. And we all start somewhere, you know, and make this as comfortable as you guys want. So we have, like, our own room, and then we have our own bathroom as well with, like, our own shower. And
you guys, the house, we had drawings up in this bitch. The house is so new, and downstairs we had drawings and everything. And as soon as she was like, I want to paint the room, and she was like, I want to paint the closet.
I told her, I was like, I want to paint the room and any, like, shelves for my shoes, because when I went to go pick up my clothes, and Lorenzo did not know I had that much clothes. He was like, where do you plan on putting all this stuff? Because it doesn't fit here. And
no, and then once we painted our room,
they
fucking painted the whole fucking house. And then
yeah.
There's no more drawings up in this bitch, nothing.
Like, his mom got more motivated to, like, okay, let's paint the house, let's do this. And I'm kind of like, I like to adornar and have things the clean way and stuff like that. So his mom she's a very busy woman, so she kind of was like, can you help me out, you know, decorate a little bit, make up the house. So the whole 2-story house is literally, like, new. Like, it's painted, it's super clean, everything. Like, we try to maintain it. And I also, a lot of people, when I had asked the question on Instagram, they were like, how do you guys live? Like, how do you guys do it? How do you guys, like, aren't you guys live by yourselves? You guys, you know, this and that. I've gotten hate by this, but I don't know who that B is, and I hope she can come out one day. We live with my mother-in-law, and for that reason is, well, at the beginning, obviously, we couldn't afford anything by ourselves. And even if he could have afforded that by ourselves, I feel like it wasn't the time, you know. So we live with her, but she runs her own restaurant, so she's never home. Like, she's only home certain days of the week.
But we don't ever see her.
But we don't ever see her, because usually, like, well, now that I have my own job, my dad got me a job, and I didn't like that job because it was too far for me. I was up in Redland, so it was like an hour and something. It was too much for me. I only had my permit, so he got me a job with him, and I started working with him, and I started seeing him every day, and it started making me feel more comfortable and more better. I started seeing my parents again, going to like their carnes asadas and hangouts and everything. And now I have my regular 9 to 5, well, 8 to 4, and he was running his business, you know. So at the beginning, I think, well, I didn't know anything about rent, like how much he would give his mom, how much, nothing. Like, I knew no money because I didn't have no money. Like, all she gave me was like what I would work for. And that, like, she would tell me, like, that can make home pagan. Like, you save your little money, you know, like, you have your own little, like, you know, she would kind of guide me. And Lorenzo would always tell me, like, no, like, keep your stuff, you know. And it wasn't now where I got, like, a regular job that I'm like, okay, you know what, like, I came to an agreement with his mom, like, okay, you know what, we're gonna give you this certain amount of money. And I feel like we're here not because we can't afford another place, but because it's just him and I, you know. And it's just him and I'm working half the day, he's always working, and we're very callejeros, so we're always out. We don't have kids, we don't need this humongous space for us, you know. At the same time, like, I'm telling you, we don't really see his mom, we don't really hang out with her, and we don't.
So it's like we live alone.
It's like we live alone, basically. And I feel like it's gonna be like that for a good couple of years. Because right now we're planning something, so we wanna, you know.
We're going on a field trip with you guys.
Yes. But yeah, that's pretty much it. How is it like living together?
It's better.
Like, you're not on your phone texting that person. You're not like, oh, call me, do this, do that. Like, it feels so good being able to have him, like, next to me all the time.
Yeah, and I don't like, we'll go to her family's things, like, and I don't mind driving, you know.
Yeah, that was a really like thing that he started. Well, all those 4 years, all those like 3.5 years, he drove for me like an hour every single time, and imagine. He would drive there.
I could be a fucking truck driver.
He would drive there, he would drive around there to take me to places, plus he would take me back home, plus he would come back home. And sometimes at the end, it got to a point where he would go pick me up, would come to his house, then from here he would take me back, and then from there he would come back home. So literally, you guys can already imagine all that. I feel like everything happens for a reason, and now, like, I wouldn't change it, you know. I feel like living together, it is very, very difficult, you guys. It's very, very hard, but it's not impossible.
Acabarte mi chapstick.
And and I just love living with him, you guys. It's like so much better, like, I don't know. But I mean, we're both very, Lorenzo is a hustler, you guys, like, and everything I know right now, like, when I moved out, I did not know how to pump gas. I did not know how, I didn't have like a bank card like that. I didn't know how to administer my money. I didn't know none of that.
Me neither, porque yo me lo gasto todo en el cuadro.
But now Lorenzo has taught me a lot, and honestly, if you're debating whether you should move in with your significant other or not, I feel like you should not listen to anyone but the person you're with and your heart, because that's the only way to go, right, babe?
Ay, así es.
So I work in an office. I work at the office as an SSR. So I run, me and a girl, we basically run a whole account at the company. And he owns what?
Self-employed.
He's self-employed like that.
Johnny, did you get my AirPods?
He is
my AirPods.
a detailer.
Okay.
So he runs his own business. He has someone who helps him out. So he has his own.
I have my brother that helps me, not somebody.
Oh yeah, his brother that helps him out. You know,
brother's gonna be upcoming detailer.
So yeah, you guys, but we want to be tuned on our shit, because honestly, like, we're gonna have merch for his business next summer, because next summer's gonna be popping, and I'll be administrating all the shebang. Me quedo con 10% of everything. Yeah. No, but yeah, you guys, I know this video is kind of long. I'm trying to make it short, but thank you guys so much for watching. I'm sorry that I cried. I just got really emotional, and this is just my reality, you know, you guys. This is like our truth, and this video we've been wanting to do this video since we moved in.
How long was that?
6 months ago now. Yeah, you guys, so I hope you guys love this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Follow us on social media. I will list it down on the description box below. And
we'll see you guys on the next one.
That was so cute. I love you.
Love you more.